So, brand new Super Mario Brothers movie trailer dropped. Here we go. That was my best Chris Pratt doing his best Mario. Joking aside, though, obviously, this is a movie that is on the radar of many people's hearts and minds, Mario being the iconic character that he is. The first trailer left many people impressed. Chris Pratt's Mario voice got, shall we say, mixed feedback. I'm curious to hear more of him in this trailer. I actually have not seen it yet. I've been kind of busy today, so it's kind of late at night right now. I'm just going to play this, react alongside it, and then share what the internet has been saying about the trailer. But yeah, this is directly from the Nintendo Direct. Judging by the likes to dislikes ratio, generally sentiments seem to be positive. And yeah, let's see how I feel about it once I check it out. So, with that out of the way, here we go! I do love how expressive the faces are. The animation team's definitely done a stellar job with the graphics and...
Alright, let's go.
Sorry, hold on. Oh, that's not sitting right with me. Let's go. That's not how I expected Mario to sound, but alright. Ooh, Donkey Kong. Alright, let's keep going. This is straight up Super Smash Brothers.
You know who I am, but I'm about to rule the world.
Okay, Jack Black.
Yay! But there's one problem.
Jack Black sounding awesome.
Has a mustache just like you.
Charlie Day.
Human being with a mustache wearing an identical outfit with a hat with the letter of his first name on it? Because I don't.
Okay. Oh shit.
Look at us.
Peach a
Adorable.
Peach a badass.
No problem. Yes! Come on, Mario! Our big adventure begins now! Get it off, get it off, get it off!
Man.
There's a huge universe out there with a lot of galaxies.
Okay, the one whoa he did there kind of sounded like Mario.
Counting on us. No pressure.
Oh man, Peaches. Whoa, Mario Kart! What? Rainbow Road! Oh, okay, alright. Alright, trailer. Okay, you know what? Okay. Credit to the team making this movie. They're showing a lot of love to the legacy of Mario. I am really digging the vibes that this movie's giving off right now. It's beautiful to look at. And, I mean, definitely fan servicey, but I don't know, in a way that is fun and I think will capture the hearts and minds of people. Really, the only downside to this trailer is Chris Pratt, and I'm not just saying that because it's the popular thing to say. It's just like I do try to go with the mindset of, you know, I'll give him a shot. Maybe if I hear more of him, it'll grow on me and I'll like him more. But the more I hear of him, the more I feel the character has been woefully miscast. Who knows? Maybe once I watch the entirety of the movie, it'll change my mind. But I wasn't a fan of his take on Mario with the first trailer. I'm less of a fan with this second trailer. I do think there are hints of sort of a Mario-esque voice in this final moment when he does. That sounded Mario-esque, but then there's his wahoo. It's a little, I don't know, a little tamer than I expected. I don't know, it's so easy to scrutinize this because I guess we're all so used to just a certain vibe that Mario gives off. It doesn't have to be the exact same voice that Charles Martinet uses, but it has to evoke that essence. And Chris Pratt is just, it just, most of the time, it really just sounds like Chris Pratt. And with a character as iconic as Mario, who has such a distinct personality and way of sounding, it's like, it's got to approach that a little more. And I feel like the English voiceover, as far as Mario's concerned, so far has been the least effective on that front, from what I've heard, at least. I don't think it's necessarily going to be movie-ruining levels. You know, it'll be fine because everything else about the movie looks and sounds awesome. I think everyone else has been cast pretty well. Mario's just, I mean, it's Mario, right? It's the character, and it shouldn't feel like the rest of the cast is carrying Mario. Mario should be the centerpiece, and the centerpiece should be the thing that, you know, really pleases people the most. Speaking of carrying, you know what's really good at carrying stuff? The sponsor of today's video, The Ridge, who recently sent me one of their dope wallets and key cases. I've been using this style of wallet for literally years now, and I've always enjoyed how minimalist, compact, wieldy, and durable they are compared to traditional wallets, while giving me all the room I need to store all of the cards and occasional cash that I carry around. Ridge in particular drew my eyes because of their design. Love this one right here that emanates sparkles of crystalline blue with a cool-looking abstract pattern and a matte-like texture that gives it a premium feel. And this is just one of many colors, patterns, and designs you can choose from. As for the key case, this was not something that I had tried before, but it very quickly became a great convenience to safely store my most frequently used keys in a way that makes them easy to locate. If these seem like they could be up your alley, you can use my link, ridge.com/yongyeah, to save up to 40% on purchases through December 22nd. That's ridge.com/yongyeah. And with a 99-day money-back guarantee and a lifetime warranty on all purchases, you'll have ample safety net to make sure that they are to your satisfaction. Before moving on, I'm just going to kind of like scroll through shots of this trailer. I think this really does look gorgeous. I mean, I love the blend of the Mario art style with realistic elements. Obviously, the textures on clothes and everything look very, you know, I don't know, true to life, I guess. But the art style really does separate it and makes it feel like just Mario with really incredible graphics. And given that Nintendo tends to be behind on graphics and console generations and whatnot, you know, we haven't seen Mario at this level of graphics fidelity, and they've really done a good job designing the characters. Bowser looks so freaking awesome, and I think Jack Black is killing it. Charlie Day is really doing it for me as Luigi also. But just, I mean, there's so much life to these characters, these animations, the world. I'm really, really digging what they're going for here. I think this movie is going to be a huge hit. Peach being a badass, thank you, instead of her being a damsel in distress. I mean, it looks like Luigi's more the damsel in distress in this one, which I think is kind of funny. But it really feels like it's not just Mario, right? It feels like the ensemble is going to have a lot to do in this movie. And, I mean, look at Peach here with the... I mean, look at this. This is amazing. All right, Peach. She can get it. She can get it. Toads. Adorable looking. I love this homage to the Mario levels. I think he's like training or something. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here, but I love what they're doing here with the classic 2D Mario references and the Mario levels references. I mean, so much familiar imagery and iconography that they've put in here. And obviously we'll have to wait and see how it all fits together into a cohesive whole. But so far, I mean, everything about this movie so far, except for Chris Pratt's voice, I think is really doing it for me. This movie really does look awesome and like a labor of love with all said and done. There was one shot that that briefly came up where I saw a bunch of Yoshis. Did I just imagine that, or was that a thing? I mean, I love this field of the fire flowers. This is just a really cool way to utilize Mario iconography. But I swear, oh wait, is that the Tanuki? Oh my god, the Tanuki suit. Oh man, I didn't even spot that the first time I watched this trailer. We got Peach right here. I know I've seen this shot of the movie floating around a lot. People are getting a little thirsty about Peach. And then she goes back to her adorable self. I mean, I love Peach's design. All the characters' designs, frankly. Oh, here it is. Here's the shot of Yoshi, and not just one Yoshi, an army of Yoshis. This looks like essentially Yoshi's Island, and they're just running around like their adorable selves, and man, that's so cool. It's just really cool to see all these characters and all these environments that they've made so familiar to what we know from the games come to life at such high graphics fidelity and at such great sort of artistry. And as for what the internet has been saying, reception has been generally positive, except for the mixed reaction surrounding Chris Pratt. So here we have, Pro ZD just tweeting Wahoo, kind of essentially poking fun at the Wahoo that Chris Pratt gave. Here we have voice actor Zeno saying, "I'm sorry, but that was the worst Wahoo I've ever heard in my entire life." Here we have Kevin Temer just sort of tweeting, all of us watching Mario trailer after spending years practicing our Wahoos in the mirror, basically feeling like, there's an actor who can do a better Wahoo and just a general Mario than what Chris Pratt has been doing. Another voice actor here, Sean. Once again, absolutely everything sounded amazing except Mario. That Wahoo deflated me at the very end of an otherwise powerhouse showcase of Easter eggs and creative reimaginings. And honestly, for me personally, I also have to sort of go in that direction. I'm really not a big fan of Chris Pratt's take on the character so far. Again, it's fine. But when it comes to such an iconic character, you don't want just fine. Here's voice actor Tom saying, the Super Mario Bros. Movie might be the first instance where instead of one character actor carrying the film, it'll literally be everyone else carrying Chris Pratt. I don't know. I'll say final judgment until I see the full movie, how it jives with me. Overall, I get the sense that I'm going to come out of this movie feeling pretty positive, even if I end up having mixed reactions surrounding Chris Pratt's performance and take on the character. Now, of course, people are highlighting other dubs that just do a better job, and here is an example of the French dub. In my last Mario movie video where I reacted to the first trailer, I did a side-by-side comparison between the French dubs, Mario, and the English. And the French one was just leagues ahead, really captured the essence of Mario a lot more and sat in that vocal range more without going overboard, without making it too video gamey as to be annoying throughout the course of, like a 2-hour movie. I feel like there was just a great middle ground where it was enough Mario, but not too much. Chris Pratt is just too little Mario. So here's the French dub and what that sounds like. I mean, come on. There's just so much more energy that evokes from that woohoo compared to what Chris Pratt did here. Going back to the French dub again, it just sounds so much more energetic. And it's not just the French dub that people are highlighting. This is the Latin American Spanish Mario, and here's the wahoo from there. This is the English version of that specific scene. It's like, that's the closest I think Chris Pratt's gotten to actually sounding like Mario and evoking a Mario sort of presence. But it does feel like the other dubs just kind of outshine him in many areas. Other people are highlighting the Brazilian dub, which is in Portuguese. That's where Chris Pratt really sounded like not like Mario at all, where he had this like deeper voice where it just made him sound like Chris Pratt. It just sounds like that video Chris Pratt did on TikTok where he went, "It's a me, Mario." No, that's not the voice. Except in many instances, that's literally the voice he uses. That's not Mario. Like, that is one of the worst defenders when it comes to Chris Pratt's interpretation of this character. And hearing more of the dialogue from the Brazilian dub, here's actually the full French dub trailer. I'm going to skip around a little bit here and there. So this scene right here, for example, where he goes, "Let's go." I like that the French dub sort of dials back the Mario voice more, but doesn't quite go full. It just sounds like not Mario. Here we have some efforts for Mario. Skipping around a little more, here's another sample of the French dub. I feel like especially right here you can tell how much more deflated the English version sounds.
Oh, I got this. No problem. Yes! Get it off, get it off, get it off!
Yeah, it's just nowhere near as lively as some of these other dubs that I've listened to. And Mario really is an incredibly lively character, and you have to be able to like bring that forward. And now for the final part of the trailer. God, there's just, I don't know. I feel a lot more energized by this Mario performance. And I know I keep lingering on this, but it's the main character. It's, the Super Mario Brothers movie. And nailing Mario really was the most important task. And it's a shame that of the current cast and ensemble, Mario is the voice that least impresses me or least makes me feel like, oh man, that's the character. But look, with all said and done, generally, people are more excited about what is positive about the trailer that we saw. People are loving Peach. They're loving the visuals. They're loving all of the references and Easter eggs. They're loving just all the homages to this franchise that many have come to know and love and grow up with. And I mean, seeing, hell, a Smash Brothers reference, that punch is essentially the forward air is what people are pointing out. And yeah, that seems about right. It feels like a very intentional reference. I mean, the Mario Kart stuff, there's a lot more here than I expected. You'll find some harsh comments on Chris Pratt. Somebody's literally saying, fire Chris Pratt, I'm serious. And they essentially point out this bit that, yeah, for me as well, it didn't sound very energized. Compare that to, again, the French version. That screen right there, compared to the English version, I mean, it's for me, it's pretty night and day. Yoshi's, people are highlighting how awesome that's gonna be, so on and so forth. The Tanuki Mario, I mean, yeah, people overall are really digging what they saw. And hell, as much as I criticize Chris Pratt's Mario performance, there are plenty of people out there who are fine with it. Gene Park here, video game enthusiast and journalist. Movie Mario looks so incredible. I'm happy it exists, and Pratt sounds fine to me at this point. I can't wait. That's certainly a valid opinion. Some people will be fine with it, and that's okay. Again, it's not like the worst thing I've ever heard. It's just, it's Mario, and I'm going to be really nitpicky because he's so iconic, and he has very specific features and, a type of performance that really makes Mario the character. To close things out, here's Chris Pratt's tweet, who, proudly tweeted the trailer, and you got plenty of people, sort of memeing at him.
It's a Mario. That's not the voice.
To be fair, this meme is right. There are times where Chris Pratt is basically doing "It's a me, Mario," especially when he says "Let's go," and I'm just like, oh boy, that's not it, Chief. Plenty of people are bringing up the other dubs, the French one in particular, and how much people are loving it. But at the same time, there are plenty of others, expressing their support, saying, congrats, and hey, you sound great, cool trailer, and certainly on his page, you'll find plenty of supporters. At the end of the day, I hope the character and Chris Pratt's performance and the sound that I'm hearing and all these things end up growing on me over time. I hope I don't stay this level of discouraged by the Mario voice in particular. With all said and done, look, I'm freaking thrilled about what they're doing here. I'm thrilled about what I've seen so far, and I'm genuinely excited to check it out. This second trailer overall got my hype up even more than the first trailer. And yeah, I'll be very curious to talk about this with you guys come April 7th, or if I can watch the movie and I don't know, a preview screening, I'll be sure to report back. But until then, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on the Super Mario movie trailer. Are you jiving with Chris Pratt's Mario voice and performance? Are you jiving with everything else in this trailer, from all the different character models to all the other performances that we're hearing for the first time, to just generally how the trailer is looking and sounding and feeling? For me so far, thumbs up. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Young out.